Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check. Today I'm doing a little bit different reading. This is one of the 3 reads that I'm recording based on what kind of communication, how much communication you have with your Twin Flame. I have done readings for no communication and in regular communication, and this is the last one I'm doing today for twins that are in union, or at least in semi-union where you have commitment towards each other. Doesn't mean that you're like living together, but at least you kind of have openly, like mutually committed to having something together, right? Whether it's your close friends, right? You're doing business together, that will count as, it's more of semi-union, but we will count you into this group. So this reading is for you. We're gonna see what's happening with divine feminines and divine masculines of this group in 5D and 3D space. Then I pull oracle cards with some guidance from the universe. And I do have my Hermit Tarot cards, so we'll pull some messages between the twins. Okay, let's get started. Please give me a card for DF energy in 5D. Oh, for DF energy, right? Whew. The previous 2 have been quite interesting, actually. Interesting energy that I'm feeling. So let's see, and of course let me know in the comments if you like this format, if you'd like to see more of it. Maybe I'll make it a regular thing. And by all means, don't forget to like the video, to subscribe to my channel, to share it, to leave comments, make yourself known. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune, by the way, for the feminines. For the masculines in 5D space, what do we have? Divine masculines in union. Judgment. Nice. We have number 10 and number 20. Both closing the cycles. It's interesting. And I love that. Look at this. Wow. Look at this green wings on both of the cards. It's so beautiful. Okay. Focus, Victoria. More cards to come. Then we have a card for DF for 3D. We have Strengths in reverse. What do we have for divine masculines? King of Cups in reverse. And let's pull the oracle cards right away. Please give me a card of advice for divine feminines in this group. Okay, answering the call. And for masculines. I'm thinking about changing the backdrop. Maybe I'll do it for September. It's gonna be like, you know, stepping into the fall season. We'll see. I might change the lights as well. And I think I already mentioned that I wanna do the table. So I'll do an experiment probably next week that for a few days I'll be recording with the table so you can see the cards, and then we'll see how that works out, whether I wanna keep it that way or I'll go back to this sort of arrangement. What do we have for divine masculines? What's the advice? Thank you. Distant thunder. Ooh. Okay. So divine feminines, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Masculines with a Judgment here. So what I'm getting for you, and actually I'm gonna read them together because this is such an amazing synchronicity here with this green winds, and I'm getting that for the both of you, like what you've been doing recently, where you are now, whatever that situation is that you're discussing, that you're trying to solve, it's opening up your heart chakra more. It's helping your heart chakra bloom. It's giving you wings. It's empowering you and really bursting yourself into like a much higher vibe energy, almost to that angelic realm itself, right? It could be easier for you at this time to connect to the ancestors, to your guides, for like frequent communication. You know, that channel is very strong right now. That's what I'm getting here. And the numbers 10 and 12 and 20, they tell me about it's certain achievement, it's certain milestone that you're reaching right now. And now for divine feminine, I'm getting this is more about you trusting the process. This is you you know, in this it's interesting actually, because you see that she's actually the girl in this card, she's weaving. But if you can see it, it's actually not working out really well. Like there are a lot of knots and like it looks chaotic. So it's recognizing in 5D, you are at the point where you're releasing control and you're recognizing, and even in this chaos and knots, there is divine plan. And it's so important to relax into it and to trust it, to let it play out. For the masculines, on the other hand, we have these judgment calls, and for them, and especially with the strings, I'm getting that they're, again, with this heart chakra blooming, they're getting a lot of downloads from their guides in terms of what is the direction, where they're going, right? What do certain events and feelings that they experience at this time, what do they mean? Like they get those energy infusions, almost like a boost of energy that at the same time is the download with information, if it makes sense. And from the masculines, it's also reaching a certain milestone where they're actually able to receive those kind of messages. That means a certain level of ascension. For the 3D space, we have Strength in reverse, King of Cups in reverse. And notice that usually the Strengths more of masculine energy and the Cups are more feminine energy. So, and we have them here in reverse, right? So what is it telling us? It's telling us that there is a certain blockage for this group of twins where divine feminine might be lacking certain strengths, certain embracing the masculine energy. So that some work should be done towards that, so that you don't just sink into the feminine, but you can actually utilize both of those aspects of yourself, right? It's yin and yang, you have both. And it's important at times to step into that masculine vibe, right? To have that courage and strength to move these things forward. For the masculines, it's almost the other way around. It can be difficult for them to notice their emotions and feelings, to keep them intact. And I don't mean to repress them. I mean more like to notice what's really going on, right? Like, you know, when you want to react emotionally to something with sadness or anger or whatever it is, and you're like catching yourself in that, oh, like I feel angry now. Where is that coming from? Like, why is that so? Right? So there is a problem of that for the masculines, right? There is a problem of showing certain compassion to the situation, and it might as well be actually getting this for both twins. It might not necessarily be towards somebody else, maybe towards yourselves, right? And because in union, like that energy, that like your natural energy is emphasized to you more often, right? You kind of bounce off each other, and DFs are a lot more in that feminine energy, DMs are a lot more in the masculine energy. It's just as important, and some of you may have some common rituals and practices where you help each other kind of rebalance and give that energy boost to each other. But regardless, even if you do, there's still some personal work that is needed here. And this is 3D realm, by the way. So this is your conscious mind, your conscious thoughts, feelings, words, actions, right? Think about it, how that masculine and feminine needs to be kind of, I don't know, shifted around or like swirled or whatever to get you going. Advice for the feminine, we have answering the call, the time is now. Yeah, so again, this urge to take action, to go for what you know is right. There is no point in waiting with whatever that big dream is, the next goal is, the change that you want to make in your life, right? The time is now. And that's one of the main reasons it's important to step into that masculine energy, so that you can confidently go forward. It's not necessarily going to be a walk in the park, but it's a necessary step, and you know it because you've been called to do it, right? This is answering the call. It's not even you made it up. You're answering the call from above. For the masculines, we have distant thunder, clear the air, right? So again, to me, very much corresponds with this King of Cups in reverse. if some emotions have been bursting out that not really, it's like you've reacted not in the way you meant to, or maybe you repress certain emotions. Some clearing of the air needs to be done, right? Some open communication, some transparency. Maybe maybe somewhere it's an apology or forgiving someone else, right? Somewhere it's a bit of a admitting that, you know, you've been in the wrong, or you didn't see the full picture or something, right? But it's certain clarity and transparency that is needed in communication right now. Okay, let's get some cards. Let's get some messages from DM to DF, actually. Okay, and let's get some messages from DF to DM. Oh, it's funny. Okay. So, from DM to DF, we have I imagine you naked and let me have you. Let me just show you what we have from DF. We have I'm addicted to you and I think we should see other people. Oh boy, yeah, so there's a strong sexual pull definitely in both directions. But you see how it's like, it's seen differently by each of the twins. And the masculines are basically saying, you know, there is, and what I'm getting from this is not just a sexual drive. There is a very strong sexual drive, and they want you to know, yes, even, you know, since even though you are together, it doesn't stop them from daydreaming, from fantasizing, and from wanting even more of you when they don't immediately see you, right? That don't have immediate access to you. They still have those fantasies, right? That's like a big compliment, and, you know, a very honest, transparent message. But also what I'm getting with this let me have you is that they don't want you to think, Divine Feminine, that it's just for this kind of animal lust, right? That this is this great physical relationship that you have. It's a lot more than that. And let me have you, it doesn't even mean that they, you know, it doesn't even mean being possessive. It's more about they wanna know you. They want to know every aspect of you because they see you as such a treasure, and it's almost like a Pandora box that keeps bringing them some new information, some surprises, you know, and something they never imagined that you were like, right? So their prejudices are melting with time, like again and again and again. And that's one of the main things that is exciting for them in this union, in this collaboration, in this relationship. For feminines, yeah, so I'm getting that, yeah, definitely there is a strong pull. There is a strong feeling of physical attraction, but Divine Feminine is saying it as much as I adore you and I'm crazy about you, I'm addicted to you. I understand that I'm supposed to be serving other people. So in this case, this is about being there for others, right? And as much as we enjoy each other's company, there's a big world out there needing us, waiting for us to make a difference, to make an impact. So Divine Feminine at this time is focusing on answering the call, not answering necessarily her own urges, right? And there is a bit of a trick in trying to keep that intact, trying to keep that in balance. So that's what DF is looking for. But yeah, the biggest, it's kind of like, I don't know what the word is. Yeah, I'm not gonna find it, but it's like a big but in this sentence. So like, I'm crazy about you, I adore you, but there's so many people that need me, that need my service and need me to be there for them. And, you know, I'm just gonna answer the call now and move forward with that. And don't think that in no way that I'm bored with your company or I don't want to be here or whatever, right? There's huge love here, but that's what the priority is in the conscious space for the effort now. Okay, I hope this has been useful for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let me know in the comments if you like this reading and you'd like to see more of these types of readings on my channel. And in the meantime, I'll talk to you later. Bye.